Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another Winning Wednesday, the podcast. I am your host, Geneva Brown, and today's message is called What Comes First. I know our last message was called What Comes Next. And it's interesting that the next message that I would share is what comes first because life has been happening fast for me. For the past couple of weeks, I've been preparing for a major presentation at work, and right in the middle of it, I got sick with a terrible toothache that made even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. But still, I pushed through, I showed up, and I met the demands and carried the weight of my responsibilities. But each day I found myself counting down the hours until I could just get home to rest, to gather just enough strength to do it all again the next day. It felt like I was in survival mode. I just kept trying to make it through the day, day by day. Now that things have settled down and I'm feeling better, the presentation went well. But in this moment of calm, I've realized something deeper, something that I've been craving, and that has been a connection with God. During that busy and difficult season of just a short couple of weeks, I was praying, I was reading my Bible, but I didn't truly pause to sit at his feet. And I want you to know that seasons don't always seem like a full season, like how we see summer, spring, winter, or fall lasting months at a time. A season could be a couple of weeks. But I'm reminded, though, of a story in the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 and 42. The story of Mary and Martha, where Jesus visits their home. And while Martha is very busy preparing and serving, Mary chooses to sit at Jesus' feet and to listen to him teach. Martha is overwhelmed and frustrated as and asks Jesus to tell Mary to help her. But Jesus responds gently. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. That's in Luke chapter 10, verses 41 to 42. Martha wasn't wrong for serving. Her heart was to honor Jesus, but in her desire to do for him, she became distracted and overwhelmed. So much so that she missed the opportunity to be with him. Mary, on the other hand, recognized her need for connection. She chose presence over performance. And isn't that where we often find ourselves? Some days we are like Martha, busy, striving, checking off responsibilities, believing our doing is what pleases God the most. Other days we long to be like Mary, still present and fully engaged in his presence. The truth is, Jesus wasn't rejecting Martha's service. He was inviting her into something greater. He wanted to serve her too through his wisdom, his presence, and his truth, things that would sustain her far beyond that moment. It's a reminder that our first priority is not just to do for God, but to be with him. Real connection with God is not one sided. It's not just us speaking quick prayers and moving on. It's relationship where we talk and listen and where he speaks into our hearts and we make space to receive it. Because the reality is this, we carry a lot: responsibilities, deadlines, expectations that can leave us drained and empty. And you can't pour from an empty cup. Maybe that was what Martha's greatest lesson was. Not that serving is wrong, but that serving without first being filled would always lead to exhaustion. We have to prioritize time with God, true quality time, where He pours into us, restores us, and refuels us. So when life feels overwhelming, we can find ourselves running on empty. But remember this: sit at His feet first. Let Him fill you. Because when He does, you won't just survive your days, you will be sustained through every single day. That is the Winning Wednesday word. If today's message has encouraged you, would you consider sharing the Winning Wednesday podcast with someone today? Thank y'all for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.